Z100.
We're here today with Imagine Dragons with Z100. Really excited to have you back in Portland. I saw you guys last year when you were here at the same place you were opening for AWOL Nation. What has the experience been like going on a tour as an opener as opposed to coming out and being the headlining act?
You know, it's cool because we get the opportunity to actually stretch out a bit more on stage. We get to play all the music that we want to play. Instead of 45 minutes, you know, we have an hour and a half. We get to stretch out our songs a little bit. We get to have, you know, our own stage design that we, you know, put a lot of effort into. I think that we're just bringing kind of a bigger show around with us this time.
Do you have any hints for what the stage design looks like?
Big.
Smaller. I think we're in the worst perspective to say whether it's over the top or not. We think it's totally normal.
Yeah, but it was great. We all got to sit down and really map out what we wanted the show to look like visually, how we wanted it to run, you know, dynamically, and it's great as an artist to be able to put your music to visuals in production.
I'm imagining, even though you've been working towards this for a really long time, that probably when it finally, the tipping point happened, that it was still kind of a shock. What was that like?
It's definitely been a 4-year organic build, you know, for us, and all, you know, lots of time on the road, and lots of time together, and sleeping on fans' couches, and living off very little to nothing. It has been a little shocking, but I think we're more prepared than we would have been if we were just some young band that just blew up overnight or something.
One of the rumors I heard was that, maybe all of you, but I heard that you practice 7 or 8 hours a day, something like that. Is that a crazy rumor, or is that true?
I think all of us really are habitual musicians. It's really all we do. None of us are very talented at anything else. These guys all went to Berklee School of Music in Boston, which is a pretty hard school that requires a lot of practicing, so I think they probably got used to practicing a lot. It's really all we do. It's not really work to us. It's just a love and a passion.
I think in the early days, as a band, we had days like we were kind of trying to find our sound still. So we would spend 6 to 8 hours a day, every day, just like together, trying to figure out new material. Because we had our first show a week after we were a band. That was our first show, so we had to write 8 songs. So
yeah.
You all play several instruments, right? Yeah. How many instruments? Which ones?
I mean, we all kind of screw around on everything.
He plays the cello, don't let him fool you.
Anything with strings on it we can handle. I think anything you have to blow into or...
Oh man, I play saxophone.
That's true. He did play sax. Yeah. I can play the Miles Davis solo from Freddie Freeloader on the saxophone, but
we asked him not to.
Awful saxophone player.
Nico Vega is obviously your wife's band. So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what it's like to travel to tour with your wife, but what I'm really wondering is what is it like for you guys to travel with the married couple?
You know, Nico Vega was the first band to ever take us out on the road. You know, that's how those two met. So I mean, they're one of my favorite live bands that I've ever seen. It's the only band that I've been on tour with and front and center for their set every single night just because of the energy they bring. It's awesome to, come full circle and now be out on the road with them again. It's just, a great opportunity.
Man, we're just so appreciative. Honestly, we just feel like the luckiest band in the world right now. I think all of us are pretty just shocked and just kind of waking up every day, trying to retain perspective, just because it's hard to have perspective when you're so in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to learn to take a step back and just say, wow, we're lucky to be here. There's a lot of great bands out there that deserve to be in this position. And so, we feel like we have the best fans, in the world. I know every band says that, but we really do. I mean, it was like yesterday they made us a cake that they frosted all our faces on it.
In detail.
But yeah, we just love our fans. So.
What's your favorite band right now?
Crystal Fighters.
Yeah, the new Tame Impala is unbelievable.
Grizzly Bear.
All Day is awesome.
Especially a good time to be an alternative band.
Right.
Because the lines are sort of getting blurred between pop and what's alternative. It's just like people just want good songs and good music. So, bands like Group Love, Fun, Passion Pit, maybe they wouldn't have gotten the spotlight, 10 years ago. So.
I totally agreed. And when I heard you guys start playing on the radio, I was so stoked because I really wanted to hear you. And then they started playing, and I was like, yes, they're my guys. This is awesome. Thank you so much for being with us today. It's really a pleasure to meet you. And I look forward to seeing you.
Z100.